if you're going to record locally, hit that ASAP so I don't hear it when we start.
Oh my God, let me do it right now. Shoot, where is it? Hold on, let me do
I
it.
think we are live. I'm seeing live in the top.
Yeah, I think we're live record.
And I had to hit.
You're
Thank
live
you.
on Facebook.
There we are.
Okay, here we go. As soon as you hear that music, we're live streaming.
Yay.
Welcome to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed with mediums Kelley Eckhardt and Cheryl Murphy. Over the next hour, you'll hear engaging conversations that will guide you in your own journey of personal growth and transformation. Now, here are your hosts, Kelley Eckhardt and Cheryl Murphy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed, another fabulous episode we have in store for you. I want to introduce myself. I'm Cheryl Murphy, and I want to introduce my colleague, medium Kelley Eckhardt. Kelley, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you, and welcome everybody. I'm excited for this new episode 3, and for everybody who's joining us all over on Facebook, on the Voice America website, and wherever else you're finding us. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for coming. We want to jump right in and just let you know about our subject. We will be taking questions and call-ins. So make sure you're near your phone and maybe you can call in with a question. We'll be doing readings a little bit later on. So stay tuned, listen in for that phone number. The topic of today's episode is psychic or medium. Do you have the gift? Right. So we're going to be talking about that, the difference between psychic and medium and what it entails, or how to build your intuition. What does it even mean to be psychic and medium? So lots to talk about. We hope you enjoy this episode. Kelley and I know a lot about this subject. We grew up with this. So Kelley, why don't you start? Like, what's the definition of a psychic or a medium?
Well, I know that for the longest time, my whole life, I didn't realize there was a difference between a psychic and a medium. I just thought the psychic it did it all, but there really is a difference. A psychic reading is one where I would connect with my sitter that's physically here, and they don't have to be in front of me, right? But you're connecting with their energy. And with the mediumship, I'm not connecting with a live person, I'm connecting with somebody who passed over. So there are two different ways of doing it. And I just, when I first figured that out, I think it was kind of a shock. And I noticed that a lot of my clients, I go over it with them in advance of their reading, because I would say 20% booked the wrong reading because they didn't understand.
Yeah, I think if you're maybe not in the field, you don't know all the lingo or the terminology.
Right.
I love it just to say what to rephrase it, because we really want to get it into people understanding that it is a soul to soul connection, right? It's your soul with the soul of the person we're sitting across from. If it's a psychic reading, we're connecting soul to soul. If we're connecting with the spirit world, we're connecting with the soul from the spirit world.
Well, they're the same in a way, except that one's with a physical body and one's with a spirit. Right?
How beautiful.
And I think sometimes when I'm teaching, somebody says, well, I can do psychic, I just can't do the mediumship. And I'm like, if you can do psychic, to me, you can do both. Now, some people believe you can't do both. I believe you can. It's no different. Mm-hmm. There's just not a body. Right. And when I explain it to them that way, and they start to visualize it that way, and I said, imagine that the spirit is sitting in front of you and you're tuning into their spirit, they're all able to do it. So I think everybody can connect with spirit if they want. That's my belief. And I've seen it happen,
I agree.
If you're open,
I think people do or are connecting to the spirit world, or their higher intuition, and they need the coaching. And I know that Kelley, you teach classes, you help people mentor with your classes you have in Sacramento with your office, and I do teach also. But so we know that maybe some people just need that nudge or that positive feedback, that coaching, as I said, that's what it feels like. That's what we hear. That's where the clairaudience and the clairvoyance, all those psychic abilities start to kick in.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that. And I don't know if we're on Facebook, even though it says we are,
Okay.
So I'm just trying to check that real quick, but if
Okay.
anybody is listening on Facebook, send us an email at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com. Let us know that we're good and you see us, because I'm not seeing us.
So there's a really good definition of psychic and mediumship, and I just want to share that with everyone.
Oh yeah, share that,
If I may,
please.
and I heard this from John Holland, so I always want to give credit where credit's due. But John would say, you know, being a medium, we're receiving information from the spirit world. So being a medium is receiving, and being psychic is perceiving. So I'm perceiving information in your energy field. If you're my client or my sitter, my customer, so to speak, my guest that I'm reading, and I'm perceiving the energy field around you, right? That's in your heart, the energy field around your body, which is the auric field, right? The aura. And then when I'm working with the spirit world, I'm receiving. So I'm opening up all of my senses, right? Not only the five, the hearing, tasting, seeing, feeling, and smelling, but we're opening up even greater senses, right? Which some people would call it the first sense, but we know it as the sixth sense. So we're opening up those psychic senses to receive information.
I like that.
Thank
That's
you.
nice. That's
Thank
nice. I mean, there's so many different beliefs and even in our own community, right? About how mediumship works and how psychic abilities work and who can do what and who can't do what. And to me, it's like to me, it's like a creative outlet. It's like there's artists, there's singers, and then there's people that talk to dead people.
so so you know, the second part of our title, psychic or medium, do you have the gift? Do you think it's a gift or an ability, or because
Yes,
is that, you mentioned earlier, you think everyone can develop that? Is that right? It's
I
just really
do.
maybe to a degree, or
Right. You know, like I'm not the best singer, but I know how to sing. I
oh,
wish I was Mariah Carey or, Whitney Houston, right? Like, but I'm not, but I can sing. So yes, we can all connect with our loved ones. We might not be as tapped in as maybe you and I are, but it's definitely a tool that you can develop and strengthen. That's my belief.
I
And even if you don't want to be a medium, I believe like it enhances our life.
oh, it so much does.
Yeah.
Uh,
It enhances.
and please share a story on how it's enhanced your life, just to let people know, because I know that when I listen to my gut instinct or that gut feeling, right? I mean, that's what happens is you just start trusting your gut, right? Just trusting
Right.
yourself and your own, abilities. But I think
Exactly.
it's enhanced my life. What about you? Were you going to share a story or
Well,
tell
yeah,
us?
it's definitely enhanced my life. I always think, everything in our lives, I know a lot of mediums, like our lives, I think every interaction and everything that's happened in our lives have led up to this moment, right, of who we are now. And there's a reason that we've experienced the life, because I know a lot of mediums, not all, have had a difficult life. Things weren't always easy, but there's something that keeps you going. And I think it's all of that experience in life and that knowingness of there is something more has helped you get through. And so for me, it's all of the connections I've made, all of the people I've met, the community that I've built, right? That's all been something that's got me through my own grief with my son. And when I lost him, boy, was I mad at the spirit world. I swear I wanted to quit. And it was funny because 3 or 4 different mediums who didn't even know me really reached out and said, your son came through and he says, don't quit. And so I didn't quit doing the work. I'd already been doing it. And I thought, I was mad because like, why would they not tell me? Why wouldn't they do something to make me? But then I remember and I know it's not my place to stop what's supposed to happen. It's not my place to change his destiny. That's like his life path, not mine. And so that's why, right? But it was difficult. And I think having my connection with the spirit world and having that connection with my son right away was like a blessing that
Truly.
got me through. I couldn't have done it. And the community, everybody.
And I want to join you in that conversation, Kelley, because I too have had so many people, friends and people who come to see me for readings. This is how they get on the path, is because they have a loved one they've lost, you know, and they
Yes.
want to know those answers. They want to
Yes.
know. And so we meet so many amazing people who are beginners. They're starting on this path. They're learning, they're reading, they're calling us for readings. They're now, this is their life, right? This is their journey. And they want to tell the story of their loved one. They want to tell the story of even their own intuition developing, their own abilities developing. So it's really quite fascinating.
And I want to thank everyone who sent emails already telling us, yes, we are live and we look beautiful, Cheryl.
Thank you, Kelley. Thank you.
I always like compliments. I'll take any I can get.
We love it. We love it. And
Yes, yes,
we do receive that. Thank you.
yes. So
Mhm.
I had a question for you. Because
Okay.
I know like we're pretty much like on the same path of like similar our beliefs, almost all of them. Probably not everything though. And so do you feel the same way, that you think everybody can connect with their loved ones?
You know, the way I'm glad you asked that. The way I even teach or write about this topic is it's like developing a muscle in your body, right? If you have a bicep muscle and you go to the gym and you develop it, it will get stronger. I believe we all have a psychic muscle. We have a psychic muscle. If we never use it, it's okay. It's there. It'll be there just, you know, sometimes. But if we practice, and we learn and we take some really great classes from some pretty, safe, heartwarming, helpful, you know, instructors. And Kelley and I have been with these people. And I think Kelley and I also are those two mentors for you. But it is about learning in a safe environment and developing that muscle that yes, you have the abilities because you are spirit, right? And if we're connecting to spirit in the other side, I mean, and we're spirit, then it kind of goes together. Kind of, I mean, why not, right? We have to really ask those questions and open our mind and our hearts and open that consciousness and say, why not? You know, and it's usually, the answer is usually all the above. We just need to come to this platform, this field of study, this passion with an open mind, an open heart, some curiosity, and we can really develop it really continually for the rest of our lives. It's something that you take with you that is so meaningful that I do believe that, yes, we can help you strengthen those intuitive muscles.
I think I like that. That's how I believe too. I mean, I like the way you word it. I love how we word things differently. But I think that we're saying the same thing, you know, or very similar. Do you want to take some calls now? Maybe we can answer anybody's questions about like if they have the gift or what they're experiencing. I get a lot of emails every week asking me questions about tapping on the walls and seeing things out of the corner of their eyes. And I know, oh, here's somebody who's opening up and they don't know what to do with this, right?
Right.
So just curious if anybody out there would like to call in and ask us any questions about that. And are we just going to do questions about that, Cheryl, or should we take a couple readings right now? It's up to you.
I would love to do both. I would
Yeah,
love to spend this time and really, let's really make a go of it and help people, you know, either address their strengths, you know, that we're picking up for them, whether it's the clairvoyance or clairaudience, for example, or maybe we can help guide them into maybe learning how to meditate or doing some things, giving them some tools that would help you develop your own abilities.
So the number is 888-346-9141. Sorry, I'm reading it. It's kind of tiny. So that's 888-346-9141. If you want to give us a call in, that would be great. And we'll try to take as many as we can before we go on our commercial break. And we'll probably take more calls after and continue our discussion and answer any questions anyone's emailed to us. So I do have another email question.
All right.
So Liz would like to, so Liz, I got your email. Give us a call. We'd love to answer your questions. She has some questions. So have her give us a call, 888-346-9141. So while we're waiting for anybody to call in, and you know, that is in the Facebook post. So if you're on Facebook, you can see it at the top of the video, that phone number. But while we're waiting, I had an interesting experience, and like you were talking about what somebody's gifts are, how we can tell. So I was teaching last night, and one of my students, I saw his whole face changed, and I thought, I have never seen that before. It was almost like he had this, like a birthmark or a discolored skin right here, and it went from here all the way down his neck. And I thought, oh, I never noticed that he had that. I guess I just never looked at him that closely. And as we're teaching and everything, and we're doing our meditation, it's so strong. Later, it was gone. And I said to him, it was the weirdest thing ever. And I've been thinking about it all night. And now that I think about it, I think he is a natural trans medium. And we were getting ready to go on the meditation. And I think he had already dropped. And I think it was spirit overlaying him.
Oh, I love it.
And I have to tell him now.
Absolutely. Because we're a hologram, right? We're a hologram,
Yes.
holographic.
I think I was seeing spirit sitting with him, because he's such an amazing student. He doesn't get it. And because he gets nervous still, but he gets names, he gets everything. I'm like, I so want to like see him go somewhere with it. Like, it's amazing when you get that,
I love it. And maybe when you tell him what you saw, or you describe to him what you saw, he had that image or had a dream, or
I figured it out today.
Resonate with him.
So if anybody wants to call in, it is on Facebook. The number is, excuse me, sorry, looking for my Word document with it on there now. There it is.
Read it.
It's 888-346-9141. Go ahead and give us a call if you're on Facebook and you want to watch. Oh, we have many callers. So let's take Linda, please. Linda, please.
Hi.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
How are you? What questions did you have, or did you want a reading?
Good. I wanted a reading, but I also wanted to see what Spirit has for me. And I'm really interested in becoming intuitive psychic and medium, and I wanted to see if I have those gifts or abilities.
Yeah. May I just start by just saying, Linda, do you have dreams, or do you remember some of your dreams?
Yes.
Because that was the first thing that I just picked up intuitively for you. And, dreams are a wonderful way to connect to our loved ones in spirit, or, our guides and angels, or maybe you could even have a precognitive dream where you could foresee something in the future. But I also felt not only do you dream, so really try to utilize that or embrace that, maybe write down your dreams and keep a diary that might help you. Also, it feels like you're very sensitive, meaning you're an empath. So would you understand that, please? Like you're very sensitive.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Emotional. And I just want to say, being an empath as you are, I really get a sense of you may be able to really, with some practice, open up those gifts to connect to being that medium, or even a stronger psychic intuitive. But those are the two that I'm picking up right now. Is the dream state is very worthwhile for you, and also being an empath, if you realize that you can use that as a superpower to connect to the spirit world, because you are highly sensitive, and that's really a great thing. So I'm going to hand it over to Kelley and let her tell you what she's picking up on.
Linda, I
Great,
am
thanks.
also picking up on that because you're so empathic and sensitive, I feel like you're a healer. To me, I almost feel like it's like your hands are so warm and energetic, and there's something to do with animals. So are you an animal lover as well?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I do feel like you have a
Yeah.
strong connection with the spirit world, with the animals, and with the healing portion of it. So I agree with everything Cheryl said, but in addition, those few things as well. We have a lot of callers on. So did you want a reading? We can do a quick one real quick.
That would be great.
So if we're going to do, did you want mediumship or psychic? If everybody calls in, if they could just have one person when you're on, come on, that you'd want to connect to, you just give us a relationship, or if you have a psychic question. Okay. So which is it? Which would you like?
To connect, do you want like a specific person to connect with? Or
Yes,
just
a
whoever will come
relationship.
in?
No, a relationship, because we want to get to everybody. So we have other people on
Okay.
hold. Yeah.
I would like to connect with my friend Jackie.
Okay. You want to start, Cheryl, or you want me to?
Go ahead, Kelley.
So if I'm connecting with your friend Jackie, I'm assuming this is a female, yes?
Yes.
Okay. When I connect with her, I feel like she was really fun and energetic, and that she was a really good friend. I feel also she was a very sensitive, empathic soul like you. Do you understand these things about her?
Yes.
And I know that she was somebody that would have done anything for her friends. I feel like she would make you laugh, that you guys had a lot of fun times together laughing. And I also feel like I want to sip on some wine with her. So I don't know if she drank wine, but I feel like this is something maybe the two of you did. Do you understand this?
Yes.
So I know that her passing was very hard and difficult for you. I know that with her, like, you were very close. I feel like you were like family to her in many ways. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And she's just thanking you for being there for her and doing all the things that you did and just really being her friend. She's thanking you for all of that, that unconditional love. And I'm gonna let Cheryl pick up from here, okay? If you have anything.
Yeah, Kelley, let me just quickly say, because we are doing many readings here, so
Yes.
it won't be too long, Linda, but I hope that resonates what Kelley said. That was so beautiful. I mean, I could feel that about Jackie. It feels like you are sisters, even though you say it's a friend. It's like, oh no, we're much closer. We're bonded at the hip. And I just feel in some way doing everything together, like doing travel. Did you guys live together at one time, please?
No.
Okay. Well, it just does feel like you're very, very close to her. And I felt traveling. I felt lots of love. And I also kept hearing a birthday, please. So I don't know if you can understand a birthday right around now that would mean something.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So just take that love with her. We are doing many readings, so know that she's here. It feels like she comes to you, drops in signs, like maybe through the radio, or you hear a message from her through music, as you may receive many different messages from Jackie. But just to let you know, we so appreciate your asking us to connect with her, because she sounds like someone who would love this topic just as you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yes.
Linda.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
your
much for
call.
calling in. Yeah, thank you. And for your questions. We appreciate it. We're going to take the next caller
Thanks.
now. So have a great day. And Victoria is going to come online now, if she's still on hold. So come on, Victoria.
Introduce her. I don't think she knows she's on.
Victoria, you here? Hello?
Hi, Victoria.
Okay.
Go to the next one.
Yep, Liza, I think. Come on up. She's the one who had emailed and asked her to call.
Oh, hi,
Liza.
Liza.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
We
Yes, we
can.
can.
Hello. Thank you for calling in. You emailed me, right?
I did. I wasn't
Awesome.
sure which one would work since it's my first time joining your call. So
Well,
thank you for
thank
taking
you.
my call. I appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in. So what was your question, or what you wanted a reading, or you had questions? I can't remember.
I'm open to whatever comes through. Either a message from my dad who's passed over and or my intuitive gifts. I know you have a lot of people waiting, so whichever you feel called to share.
Your dad was a funny guy, wasn't he? Your dad, he had a good sense of humor with you?
Yeah, he did.
Because I feel like the two of you could kind of get real silly together sometimes. And it was like kind of more of a dry sense of humor. Is that correct?
Dry sense of humor, yes. Very much
Yes.
so.
And your dad's pretty intelligent, I feel. He was a pretty intelligent man.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent.
And that's why I say dry sense of humor. Not everybody got his sense of humor, but you did, is what I feel like he says.
Yeah.
And he kind of appreciated that you got him. Because I feel like not everybody did. And there's kind of your dad's an interesting guy, but there could be a quirkiness to him a little bit. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And I do feel like you had a really good relationship with your father. I don't know how long ago he passed, but it does not feel like it was over 10 years. It feels less than that. It feels like more like 5 or so. Can you understand this?
Yes, he passed last year.
Thank you. Yeah, because I didn't feel like it was that long ago. And I just feel like you've had a lot of fun with him as an adult, your dad and you, because as a parent growing up, your relationship was a little bit different. And I feel like as an adult, you guys really got along well. Do you understand this? You can say no,
Yes
it's
and
okay.
no, up till, yeah,
It won't hurt my feelings. Don't tell us too
yeah.
much because I
No,
want to tell you.
It's both. It's both. It was up until 20 years ago when things changed. So.
Yes. Well, don't tell us now. You're feeding us. Don't feed the mediums.
Sorry, no.
That's okay. But I know that your dad, he wasn't perfect. I know he wasn't perfect. And I know he had a hard time sometimes showing or sharing his emotions or what he was feeling, because that was the way he was. But I do think that you knew he loved you very much and that he was always really proud of you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I do think that there must be as well something he's congratulating you on. So I don't know if you just got like a new house, a job offer or something, but I feel like he's congratulating you. Okay. So I just want to leave you with that. And Cheryl, we do have other callers on hold. They're telling us.
I just want to say with Liza, it feels like you're a writer. I just going to leave you with that gift. I don't know if you like to write, but it feels like you are very introspective. Okay. So one of your gifts might be, automatic writing or doing a little bit of channeling in writing. So could you understand that, please, Liza?
Yes. My first book comes out this month.
Oh, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
Thank you for confirming that. Houses of Light.
Are
That's the name of the book.
welcome. You're welcome. Many blessings to you. Thank you for your
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you,
Bye.
Kelley. I really
All right.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, we're going to take Denise. She's the next one on hold now. So, and then we're going to take a quick break after Denise. So we have 3 minutes.
We can do it.
Introduce the caller.
Denise, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Can you
Hi,
hear
Denise.
us?
Hi.
We have about, thank you for calling in. We have about 3 minutes or so to give you a few questions answered or whatever you'd like. So let us know so we can get that done for you, because we want to give you a little bit here before we go on break.
Okay, great. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. And I don't want you to think I'm morbid or anything, but I want to know what my connection is to animals that are deceased on the highways. I don't know why my eyesight is immediately drawn to them. I could be driving to the grocery store or across the desert, and I'll look for, a piece of gum or my water bottle, and then we'll look up and it's just right there. I mean, another split second and I would have missed it, but I never miss it. And I want to know, what is this crazy connection to these animals?
And you pull over and you give them a burial, or you give them a little ceremony. Is that what you do?
No, I do bless them, and I wish them well, and I tell them to, be with God, just go. I don't know why I'm drawn to them.
You had a past life. You were a healer in a past life, and you had a strong connection to the animals. It's sort of like kind of who you are. It's part of your soul. You were this amazing animal healer and everything in the past life. That's what you were, and you're here to do that work again. What?
I've always wondered why. It's been that way since I was as long as I can remember.
Because it's what you came here remembering. That part of you was so strong. It's an amazing thing. You should really become like an animal, communicator, or learn Reiki for animals or something like that, because I think it would bring you great joy.
And may I jump in, Denise?
I take in rescues. How's that?
Yeah, rescue is perfect. That's something. It's good for your soul.
And Denise, I also feel like you have Native American in your past life or in your ancestry, in your history. Do you resonate with Native American, please?
My grandfather's, yeah, sure. I mean, it's not something we talk about. My grandfather's been gone for a very long time, but I've always felt it, yes. And my daughter especially, she's got some Blackfoot Indian.
I love it. So the reason why I'm saying it is because I feel that you really resonate with that energy from a past life or in your ancestry, as we mentioned, and that, animals were your best friends in this past life. Like, they were your healers. They were your colleagues, we'll just say. Like you had, like Kelley mentioned, you had a really strong communication. They served many purposes in your life. And I just feel that's why that compassion opens up every time you see them now.
This is
Nature.
true, and they keep me company to this day.
And
I
being
feel spirit animals around me all the
Yes.
time.
and being outside in nature is really good for your soul as well. I feel like it really grounds you. It makes you feel more connected. You know,
I live next to the Colorado River.
there you go. There you go. See, you're where you're
There it
supposed to
is.
be. Yeah, that's
And I
beautiful.
do feel like that. I don't feel like I'm searching. I've never felt lost or, uncomfortable. I always felt like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, we have to get ready for our break. So we're going to thank you for calling in, and everybody that's on hold, please call back in or stay on hold. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you,
We
Denise.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're on hold, stay on hold or call back in. We're going to take a 2-minute break, I think,
Yes.
and we'll be back.
All right. Stay
right.
tuned, everyone.
And everybody on Facebook, while we go to break. Just kidding. But I think we're going to break right now.
You're clear.
All right. That was funny. That was interesting. I saw her like in this past life immediately as soon as she started talking. I love that. I love that.
I love it too.
I like it when somebody, you hear their voice and it's like images start to pop in and you just know. Like I wanted to blurt it out before she was done talking.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Does that happen to you sometimes when you first see people?
Yes. Liza, that happened with Liza.
Yes. You just, jumped right in, huh? I love that feeling. So if you're on Facebook and you want to email us questions, I do see the email questions. Thank you. And let's see, who is this? Oh, we lost you, Victoria. Yes, she called in, but we couldn't hear her. Oh, here's a nice question. We'll go on it after the commercial.
Okay.
And then somebody has a request for something to talk about. So we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Wait here, everybody. We're just waiting for the commercial break to be over. And we still have callers on hold. Okay. After this comes on Carla. It's like a long 2 minutes, huh?
Thanks everyone on live Facebook for being with us. We're on a commercial break. We'll be right back for our second half of the show. We're on every Wednesday, so it's just been such a joy to be with Kelley. Today we're on episode 3, Psychic or Medium.
Cheryl, you should do voiceovers. You have the most beautiful voice. I love it.
Thank you.
Back in a long 30 seconds.
Long 30 seconds. Nice. Oh, anybody in the Bay Area, come see me and Cheryl this weekend. We're at booth 231 at the New Living Expo, San Mateo. Come check us out. 60, what are we doing? $65 for 20-minute readings.
You're listening to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed with Kelley and Cheryl. If you have questions for the hosts or guests, you can join us on the show at 888-346-9141. That's 888-346-9141. Now let's get back to the show. Here again are Cheryl and Kelley.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed. We do have some callers waiting, so we want to go ahead and start taking those calls. We also appreciate getting your questions on the questions at seeingbeyondradio.com. You can always shoot us a question there. And Kelley, are you ready to take a call?
I am. Let's take Carla if she's still on hold. And thank you so much for holding, everybody. Hi, Carla. Thank you for holding. Thank you so much. What can we help you with today? What's your question, or what area did you want to focus on, and what is it?
I would like to connect with my daughter or my parents.
Okay. So I do feel like as soon as you said that, I feel a daughter coming through. Was your daughter, I always get their personalities really strong, and I just felt her kind of walk in, so I knew she was strong-willed and very independent. Do you understand that about her?
Yes.
She's a take charge kind of girl. She was more of a leader, I feel like, than a follower. That's just the way she feels. You understand that?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I love her energy because I just think like in life, she would make you laugh and she'd push your buttons all at once. You couldn't get mad at her. That's how I feel. She knew how to make you laugh whenever you were mad. You know, she was just fun that way. I just feel like a very charismatic soul, very beautiful soul, and very energetic. And I know that with her, because she was headstrong, you guys probably butt heads a little bit, but I do think that you had a really close relationship either way. Do you understand this?
I do.
And you guys had a lot of love and a lot of respect for each other, because I believe she taught you a lot about life in her short time. Do you understand this?
I do.
Because she feels to me like she was an old soul and she lived the most she could in her life that she had and made the most out of everything. And I know that things weren't always easy for her, but I feel like she tried to make the best of everything. Do you understand that?
I do.
I know that she appreciates everything you did for her. I know that you fought for her. You were her best like advocate. You were the one that was always there for her no matter what. Out of everybody in the family, I feel like you really supported her through everything. And I feel like she wants you to know you did the best job and you were the best mom ever, because she says you don't give yourself credit for all that you've done in life. Do you understand this?
I do.
So just know she's always with you. And is there something about a rabbit's tail, like a keychain rabbit's tail or something with a rabbit's tail?
Rabbit's foot.
Yes.
Rabbit's foot, that's what I meant. Thank you. Poor rabbit's
Tail
tail.
foot, you know.
You know what I'm saying though, Carla? Is there some connection with her and you guys, or does that make any sense? Or do you understand that rabbit's foot, that good luck charm or something?
I do.
Because
Yes,
she's showing
I
me
do.
that. And I also feel like I keep seeing a dream catcher. So I don't know if these are things that she was sentimental or what, but she's showing me these things. And so I feel like you know
Yeah.
about them or have them. You understand this?
I do.
Okay.
I definitely do.
So she's like, I'm always with you, Mom. Don't worry. You can't get rid of me that quick. She's like, I'm still around you.
No.
She's still connected to you. And she comes to visit you in dreams. She comes to show you signs all the time. Do you understand this?
I do.
So know
I
that
do.
she loves you. And I want to say happy Mother's Day, because I know it's this weekend. And know that she's going to give you a beautiful sign that day. So look for that beautiful sign. Look for the butterflies, look for the dragonflies, and look for the rainbows. That's what I feel like with her. Okay. Just a lot of
Okay.
love from her. And
Okay.
is it your birthday this month as well?
No, it's not.
Did it just pass your birthday?
Not my birthday,
But she's talking about a birthday. Do you know whose birthday she's talking about? Because she's wishing someone a happy birthday.
Her dad.
Okay, so send him that happy birthday from her, okay? And Cheryl,
I
did
will
you
do
have
that.
anything?
Carla, I'm just going to add a little bit to that. And I know we could go on forever because your daughter is just so full of light and love. It gives us chills. But she says she's your angel. Okay. And I know that angels are really important for all of you. And also, it just left me here. She said she was your angel. Oh, and thank you for being strong for her. She says, thank you for being strong for her. All right, Carla?
Okay.
So just please take her love and take that information with you. And that was such a beautiful reading. And thank you so much for connecting and calling our show.
Thank you, Carla.
I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to let you go now. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. And then we'd like to
Bye-bye.
have Bridget come on if she's still on hold. So if Bridget's still on, come on.
Hi,
Hello?
Bridget.
Hi,
Hi, I'm
welcome.
here.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for holding and calling in and everything. We appreciate that.
No problem.
What would you
you.
want to talk about now today? Do you have a question or a reading? What would you like?
I want a reading, please. I'd like to connect to my husband if possible.
Okay. You want to?
Yeah, I felt like your husband, was there something about passing away like 3 years or less, please?
No, it's been a little longer than that.
A little bit longer than that. Am I right
Yeah.
there that this is a soulmate connection when I tune in? Would you understand that? Did
Yeah.
you feel that close to him?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I also heard like Love of My Life, and I want to sing to you. I don't know why I'm getting like John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, just to tell you. Can
I'm
you
always singing, so he's probably hearing me.
He's probably here. And I want to say with your husband, I feel a laugh a minute, like I feel a laugh out loud with him, and that he wouldn't want you to worry with him. And I just feel like there's some part of you that is still very connected with him, whether, it's through writing to him or like you mentioned, singing to him. But I just feel like you still talk to him, even when you're driving or when you're, like he's your co-pilot in the car.
Yeah. I probably drive him nuts. I don't know if I could talk to him too much, but
he says, always yours, like I'm always yours. And would you also understand either getting a tattoo in his name, or someone got a tattoo in his honor, please?
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
I've never had one, and I'm not a tattoo person. I did have that thought.
It's always up to you. It's always your decision. And I just want to leave you lastly before I hand it over to Kelley. But I just saw an eagle, like in my mind's eye. I saw an eagle when I was, flying overhead.
Eagles, my spirit animal, and I watch for them all the time. I get so many signs of eagles.
So please know that, he's with the eagles, he's with your guides, right? So they're all starting to come through. And I want to tell you just one more thing, Bridget, it does feel like you meditate. Do you meditate or do you practice? It feels that way. It feels like you can rock this world or rock the planet with your vibration. I just want to tell you, okay?
I'm learning to be a healer. I've went through a big awakening the last 9 months.
Well,
I just learned I'm a Blu-ray starseed, and I don't even know what that means, but I'm learning about it. It's all new, but I'm on my way.
Well, we're going to look forward to watching you. Okay. And I know Kelley might want to add something.
I do. I don't know if this resonates with you, but I keep seeing a beautiful red rose like he's handing it to you. And to me, if that doesn't resonate with you, it resonates with me in the sense of it's just a way of him sending love to you. And I feel like there was a romantic side. Yeah, there's a romantic side to him. He didn't look like it, but I feel like he had a romantic side to him. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
And I just feel like he was kind of rough around the edges, but he was a big sweetheart.
Yeah. Yes,
So
he was.
A lot of love from your husband. He loves you so much, and he's always surrounding you with love and just wants to see you shine. He wants to see you be happy and just, live your life to the fullest. He's watching from above. Okay.
I'm trying to. Some days it's harder than others.
Yes,
especially when you're learning everything and you're awakening, and then you realize everything. It's just really amazing world we're in.
Right. Well, that's beautiful. I think you're on an amazing journey, and you're going to really enjoy it. And this journey is always healing for us. I say every reading I do gives me a little piece of healing. So you're on this healing journey to help others, and it's going to help you as well.
Yeah.
So we wish you the best.
That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you for calling,
Thank you
Bridget.
both. I appreciate it.
Lots of love.
So should we take another caller?
Sure, a caller, and then maybe answer an email question that you've been getting. You said you had a great question for us.
I did. Let's answer the question first, and then we'll take the next caller.
Okay.
I just feel like we've got a couple questions now.
Okay.
So says, hello ladies, I love your show. I have been very intuitive my entire life, but had a huge gust of psychic ability last year. It is not as strong as last year. It is not as strong as last year. What can I do to sharpen these skills besides meditation, inner work? I ascended, not my doing. It was all spontaneous, and my psychic ability was super strong. So you want to take this one, Cheryl?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm happy to
Okay.
start. So how we strengthen our intuitive abilities or our psychic abilities, number one, it is through practice, whether you're practicing with friends or family or on your own, but any type of a development circle you can step into or any type of class you can step into, because you'll learn lots of tools and techniques. But I always say, look, just to sharpen your abilities, to strengthen them, you have to really use them and use them every day. Use them as a tool every day. Whether you're receiving insight on, to turn right or turn left, or to invest in this stock, or buy that piece of real estate, or what's the amount on the grocery bill, or what's the next song that's going to be played on the radio, or anything that you can do to stimulate your psychic ability. I do want to tell you, it is a gut instinct, so I want you to start trusting your gut, as we were talking about. Also, look for the synchronicities in life, because perhaps sometimes when we get kind of used to our psychic ability, we think maybe we've lost it, or we don't have it, or it's not as strong. But I want to tell you, look for the synchronicities throughout your day and all day long, because they're there. And so that's what I just want to tell you, whether it's through a series of numbers, or hearing names, hearing voices, or hearing names being called that resonate with you. I want to tell you, maybe the phone rings, excuse me, and who's on the other call, on the other end of the line. That's also exercising that psychic intuitive ability. So those are just some of my quick tools. And Kelley, what do you suggest for her?
Well, I think that there's, every day is an opportunity to develop and connect. And to me, I think we could start our day off with setting an intention. Set an intention to be more intuitive, to be more connected, set an intention to be more open and pay attention. Because the minute you become aware, you start to, focus on it more, you start to feel it more, and you're building it that way, little by little, and start to trust your gut. Even if it's not a logical feeling, go with it and see what happens. You'll be surprised. Like, I like to listen when I'm driving to any gut feelings about changing lanes, and I will. And sometimes the lane I was in, it's like backed up for miles, and I got out of it just in time. I mean, you just got to follow and start paying attention. And the best other way is just to join a circle and start developing with other like-minded people. You got to find the circle that resonates with you, or maybe join a few different circles and, figure it out. But I think that that's the best thing to do. And like with all gifts, it kind of has an ebb and a flow. It's up and down. And when it comes really quick and then it goes down real quick, that means it's about to go back up really quick. So you're in, it's like your body's preparing you for the next phase. So know that. Yeah. Well, let's take another caller here. Who's the next one here? Okay, on hold. I can't read what he wrote, but I think he put the wrong letter.
Victoria.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. Victoria, please. I know she's been trying to get through.
Hello, Victoria. Welcome to the show. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, you sound great. We can.
So I know you tried earlier, right? Were you the one who tried earlier and you couldn't get through?
Maybe I had the phone on mute. I didn't see.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it through again. Thank you for calling back. We appreciate it. What can we help you with today?
I don't know. I had a question, but then I want to see if I could connect with someone. So I'm not sure.
Well, why don't you tell us who you want to connect with? Just their relationship, but not their names.
An ex relationship, like an ex-boyfriend.
Okay. Was he, did he smile a lot? Because I feel like I've got somebody who likes always smiling or smirking.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
And he had kind of a, I want to say like a fun personality. He was kind of sarcastic and fun. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
He's always, I feel like, always kind of like playing, like joking or kidding with people or messing with people in a fun way. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Because I just feel like you never know what he's going to do or say. He's just funny. He keeps you on your toes. And I do feel like you guys had a good relationship for the most part, but he keeps telling me he messed things up.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Because I just feel like he had a bit of a wild side to him. You understand that as well? He liked to have fun. He liked to have a good time, and he didn't always think about the consequences, but he always regretted that he messed things up. He really always loved you, I feel. Do you understand this?
Yes.
So he is always around trying to make you laugh. And I want to say he's the one that messes with like your electronics in the house.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
He's the one, he's like, I'm the one that's been messing with all the electronics, because I feel like he's talking about like maybe the TV channel changes or the volume mutes for no reason, or something in the kitchen starts to flicker. Like he just loves to mess with you and have fun, because he says you get freaked out sometimes or get scared, and he's just trying to have fun.
Stop. Yeah.
So he's a jokester. He's a jokester. And he wants to thank you, because I feel like even though he wasn't like the best always to you, you were always very kind to him and loving to him, and you just accepted him for who he was, and not many people did.
Yes.
Yeah. And Cheryl, did you want to?
Wow.
You know, Victoria, when I connect with him, it felt like really intense love between the two of you, or an intense passion. And I even felt like the two of you were very serious at one point, you know, about staying together. But you get that. And I want to tell you that he does watch over you. And not only does he flicker with the lights in your house, and as Kelley was mentioning, but it feels like you don't sleep a lot, or you don't, I don't know if you get bothered by spirit, or if he's waking you up.
Yes. Yes. Every night. Every night.
He says, don't doubt your intuition. Okay. Like, don't doubt yourself is what he's saying.
Okay.
You're definitely on the road, you know, to success. And Victoria, are you going back to school, or are you in school now, or are you thinking about it?
Well, I've been like updating my resume and looking at different jobs, and kind of thinking about school, but mostly like new work.
So I just feel like there's definitely a change coming. It's all like a thumbs up. I just keep hearing it's going to be brighter and better. This new career or position that you do take, it does feel like there's either additional training, or maybe you travel for additional training. So please just be open to that, Victoria. I know he's with you. I know he's by your side. He's going to help you, make it, is what he says. He's right there for you.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, and that kind of answers my question too, because I'm like, sometimes I doubt, like, is that him when I wake up in the middle of the night, or I'm like, I knew that was going to happen. Is that just me overthinking, or was that just going to happen anyways? But I knew,
Yeah, we know. We know
we know. Totally know.
Anything we can share with you, to help you understand that, and that's really what this show is all about, right? Is, helping you become empowered, or, maybe you living a little bit in a bigger picture of your sensitivity that you have. Okay, Victoria?
It's a healer. You know you're a healer, right?
Yeah, I feel like it sometimes, and then people tell me,
I just feel like everyone comes to you because you make them feel better, because you have that gift, but you also have the most warm healing hands, I feel. So definitely you should check into some energy healing classes just for fun and see if you like it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's so good. That's exactly what I've been thinking.
There we are, the classes. So well, Victoria, you're just such a delight, and such a beautiful soul. So we thank you so much for being a part of our show, and thank you for calling in and asking your questions.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Call back the next time.
Yeah, we'll be on next week.
So much.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Next week, we're going to be talking about manifestation. So join us. I don't know that we have enough time to take any more callers, but I do want to kind of go over a closing of the show here, because we're going to end here in a few minutes. But we're excited about next week, because we had Lori on last week, and unfortunately I had some technical difficulties and was not able to get her on Facebook. And I was bummed, because we had such an amazing conversation. So hopefully you guys heard on Voice America website and got to listen in, but she is coming back next week, and we will be on Facebook again this time, and we will be talking about manifestation and things like that. And so we're very excited. When we had Lori on, we just couldn't shut up. We just were all talking the whole time. So I just want to say, look, we're looking forward to that. And Cheryl?
Thank you everyone for joining us. Kelley and I are going to be at the New Living Expo this weekend. Come see us. It's at the San Mateo Event Center. So please, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. We can't wait to be back next week. We'll see you then. Happy
Bye.
Mother's Day.
Yes.